PC gaming today feels like a constant race to upgrade. Every year, new GPUs comes out, new CPUs comes out, higher numbers, more FPS, and social media makes it feel like your PC is never enough. I've been playing video games since PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 era, and old PC games with my old Pentium 4 home PC, playing various games and generally having fun with it. And then after finishing school, college, and finally having a full-time jobs, I started building my dream PC. It started with nothing fancy. My first build in late 2020 was using Ryzen 3200G with APU, and then eventually upgrading to use GTX 970. And since then, I upgrade my PC along the way to Ryzen 3100 with 1070 Ti, 5600X with RTX 3070, and then 5700X3D with 4070 Ti Super, and now I'm using 7800X3D. After years doing benchmark videos, I start realizing something interesting. The gaming experience itself wasn't changing as much as I expected. I've been having fun since I built my first PC, even though I started with low-end parts. But after years playing games, creating benchmark videos, and upgrading my PC after all these years, this doesn't make me have a more satisfying gaming experience. Sure, nowadays we got more FPS, smooth gameplay, but I've been satisfied and happy since my PC was still running 1080p, low settings, 30 FPS. And that's why most gamers didn't need the best PC gaming in the world to enjoy video games, in my opinion. Starting with open world games, Monster Hunter Wilds. This is usually where stronger hardware helps the most because this game is horrible at optimization and it's very tasking for the CPU, like crowded areas, heavy effects, and bigger environments. And yes, higher end hardware definitely performs better here. This game is weird. When you turn down the graphic settings, it's also changing the DLSS preset. So I'm only testing with ultra settings, ray tracing off with DLSS quality. So for this game, we are using two setups with my old data. It's 5700X3D with RTX 3070, and then my current setup with 7800X3D with RTX 4070 Ti Super. The RTX 3070 got 33 FPS 1% low and 46 FPS average, while the RTX 4070 Ti Super got 46 FPS 1% low and 65 FPS average. For this kind of game, newer hardware definitely help a lot, but it's only because this game itself is not optimized well, and there is so much more games that's still running better with old-gen hardware. We are moving to Cyberpunk 2077. This game is known for running absolutely garbage on launch. But since 2.0 update with the Phantom Liberty DLC, the game is finally running fine on most hardware and it looks really good now. For Cyberpunk, we are using high setting, DLSS quality, and ray tracing off. The RTX 3070 got 79 FPS 1% low and 110 FPS average, and RTX 4070 Ti Super got 87 FPS 1% low and 138 average FPS. We are also testing the RTX 4070 Ti Super with the ultra setting DLSS quality with ray tracing off and got 67 FPS 1% low and 98 FPS average. As you can see, even with RTX 3070, you still get plenty FPS using high settings with DLSS quality. The difference between high and ultra settings are so minimal to a naked eye. Even with most mid-range setups, you'll have no problem running it above 60 FPS even on 1440p. Unless you are turning on features like path tracing, that is a different story. 3070 will struggle to maintain 60 FPS even with performance DLSS. If you are using a frame gen with base FPS lower than 60, you will have a bad time, unfortunately. The next game is Clair Obscur Expedition 33, 2025 Game of the Year. Now, this is where high-end systems really start showing their strength. Since the 1.4 patch goes live, there is some user reports that the patch, while it fixing some graphical issues, it hits the performance overall across the board. From my experience, The game indeed looks better, at least in epic settings, but here's where RTX 3070 is struggling to keep up. As you can see, we need to adjust the settings for RTX 3070 to keep up and hit 60 FPS average. The 5700 X3D and RTX 3070 got 31 FPS 1% low and 38 FPS average. So we need to turn down the graphics settings to medium so the RTX 3070 can hit 43 FPS 1% low and 60 FPS average, while the 7800 X3D and RTX 4070 Ti Super can hit 58 FPS 1% low and 74 FPS average. Going down from epic to medium settings, there is some visual downgrade and the difference is definitely there, but this is also where diminishing return begins. You start spending significantly more money. Yes, the performance difference is not small, around 15 to 20%, but you pay a lot more going from RTX 3070 to 4070 Ti Super or 5070 series card above. I think modern PC gaming market created this mindset where your setup is never good enough. There's always something newer, something faster, something better, but honestly, a great gaming experience is about more than just bigger numbers. Smoothness, consistency, immersion, and simply enjoying the game, even without maximum settings. So, do most gamers actually need high-end PCs? Honestly, probably not. High-end systems are amazing, but modern mid-range PC are already powerful enough to deliver an excellent gaming experience. And for most people, that's already more than enough. At some point, gaming stops being about chasing the highest FPS and start becoming about simply enjoying the experience. You don't always need to be cranking the graphics to the max. Sometimes, sacrifice has to be made. You need to tweak something, and that's fine. So that's it for today's video. Leave a comment down below if you have a story with your gaming PC, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Moxie here, see you on the next one. Peace.